Hey, I'm not bothering you, am I? I know you're new to the class, so I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Zuku Midoriya. I know the class all gets along pretty well, but I was worried that you felt like you didn't fit in, so I thought that I would drop by and say hello. Oh, I can come in? Oh, alright, sorry for intruding. Whoa, your room is, pretty unique. I know you just joined the dorms yesterday, but I have to say, you set things up really quickly. So, have you made any friends yet in class? Sorry if this sounds like I'm prying too much. Oh, you've met Uraraka-san? She's really nice, isn't she? She was actually the first friend I made when I got into UA. I mean, I already knew Kachan already, but it was nice to make a new friend, especially in a new environment. I'm sure that you'll be able to make lots of friends here too. You wanted to know more about the class. That would certainly give some conversation starters for you to use. Oh, I know. I can tell you about everyone's quirks, I guess. Let's see. Maybe you'll be able to discuss different synergies with everyone. Okay. Where should I start? Was there anyone's quirk you wanted to know in particular? I have a summary of everyone's quirks in this book. Oh, my hobby is actually analyzing and recording the quirks of everybody. I have notes on Aizawa Sensei, Mountain Lady, All Might, but that's besides the point. Whose quirk did you want to hear about? Uraraka-san's. Oh, okay. Let me see here. Not that one. That's Mineta. Oh, here we are. Okay. Ochako Uraraka-san's quirk is zero gravity. She can nullify the effects of gravity on any object she touches with the pads on her fingers. I have to say, she can do a lot with those powers. Not only can she lift super heavy objects with it, but she can essentially restrain anything she touches. It's pretty versatile, if you ask me. In our first team exercise, she was able to lift up a bunch of debris and use it as an attack. Although she does have some drawbacks. If she tries to lift something too heavy or lift herself, she starts throwing up. Maybe she isn't good with motion sickness. Uraraka-san's also no slouch in close combats either, though. Ever since her internship with Gunhead, she's gotten really good at close quarters combat. I heard she was even able to disarm someone lunging at her with a knife when we went to the training camp. But that's all about. That's all I have on her. She's really kind though, and she was willing to talk to a nobody like me on the first day of school. She's partially the reason why my hero name is Deku. She said it had the same feeling as I can do it, but that's just me rambling. Sorry. Is there anyone else you wanted to know about? Oh, Todoroki-san. He's pretty quiet, but he's really nice once you get to know him. His family is really nice too. His dad is pretty intense. I interned under him for a little while, and even though he looked really tough on the outside, he was really smart and perceptive too. I guess you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, just like with Todoroki-san. But that's just me rambling. Sorry, where was I? Ah, here we are. Shoto Todoroki's quirk is called half cold, half hot. He's able to create ice with the right side of his body and fire with the left side. And it's not just control, he's able to produce it freely as well. I think he has to lower his body temperature in order to get the surrounding moisture in the air to freeze. And the same with creating flames by heating up his body. It really is one of those perfect quirks. But up until recently, Todoroki-san has been mainly using his cold side. I don't want to pry into his business too much, but it probably had to do with getting the hot side from his dad and wanting to distance himself from that. This would cause him to get frostbite from overexertion of his quirk. I think it's great now, though, that he uses both the hot and the cold, but he's still getting used to both at the same time, using both the quirks. I guess one last thing to note is that he really likes soba. We went out for food as a group once, and not only did he eat 3 bowls of soba in a row, he was even able to give a thorough explanation of why it was so good after. He must be really passionate about that. Say, do you want to hear about Kachan? Oh, I meant Bakugo. Bakugo Katsuki. He's one of my friends from before I came to UA. The one with the super spiky hair. Yeah. He's pretty loud and he might yell at you if you try to be nice, but he's a good person. It would be great if you became his friend. Sometimes I get worried that Kachan's working all alone and doesn't have anyone to rely on. Most of the class has gotten used to him and he's mellowed out a bit, so I'd be really happy if you were able to get along with him as well. His quirk is Explosion, and it lets him create, well, explosions. His palms create this kind of a nitroglycerin sweat mixture, and he's able to detonate it at will. It's a pretty combat-oriented quirk, but the explosions can be used for mobility too. Kachan has to be careful though, because if he overuses his quirk, he can get hurt from the strain. Although, if Kachan was able to start excreting sweat from not just his hands, but from other parts of his body as well, that would allow for even greater explosions. He could probably use that as some kind of large area detonation device, or just a area effect bomb in a worst case scenario, or he could store more of it like he already does with his gauntlet. Oh, sorry. Was I rambling? I do that a lot when I get excited about quirks. They're just so interesting, you know? The different capabilities, modifications, enhancements. In any case, if you ever want to talk to Kanchan, just bring up All Might. He's actually a big fan. Say, I know this is out of the blue, but I wanted to know about your quirk as well. I guess that's partially the reason I brought my notebook, so I could write it down. I hope you don't mind. It's alright if you don't want to tell me. I know some people like to keep it to themselves for the tournaments. You don't mind? Great. I don't know if you've already figured it out, but I'm a bit of a nerd in this regard. So, what's your quirk? Uh-huh. Ah, okay. Okay. Wait, that's awesome. Is there anything you're doing to help overcome the weakness? Maybe you could try the support division to make you some equipment to help it make it easier for you. Let me just write all of this down. Some really good stuff. Possible better equipment. Definitive weakness. Can possibly be easily overcome with enough training. Okay. I'll leave a space so I can draw out your hero costume when I see it. You don't have to show me. I'll just wait until we have a training day, and then I'll just quickly trace it. Oh, what's up? You wanted to know about my quirk? Oh, well, my quirk is called Superpower. I discovered it really late, and I couldn't really control it at first. It just augments my strength, but my body still isn't fully used to it. If I don't focus on maintaining the power output, my bones break from the force generated. I overdid it in the past, last semester, so now I have to be extra careful. Although recently I've been getting this feeling that there might be something else to it, another aspect maybe? Something about the quirk that I haven't learned myself. I hope I can figure it out. But, anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's gonna get late soon, and I wouldn't want to bother your sleep. I should probably head back. Sorry for rambling so long. Oh, you wanted to know if we could be friends? Sure. Let's keep supporting each other, alright? Alright, I'll head back now. Good night.